Hello, I'd like to talk about something. I think, you know, this country's got everything so fucking backward when it comes to hate. What we should hate on is diseases, germs, cancers. Oh, something just spooked the ducks. Well, it wasn't me. I'm just standing here. Anyway, what people should actually hate on is fucking diseases and cancers and stuff that actually do us harm. Yeah, there goes a train in the background. Anyway, people should hate on what actually hurts us. Someone, I don't know who quoted it, but the friend of my enemy is my enemy. Well, why can't all these haters and everything come together and hate on cancers and diseases and stuff that actually harm us? That actually take away our lives, our loved ones, friends' lives. If all these haters would come together and hate what hurts us, then I guess we could all be friends, couldn't we? You know, why don't we hate cancer? Why don't we hate other diseases that take our lives, that hurt us, that take away our loved ones and hurt our loved ones? Why don't we all hate on that and do something about that? People would hate what actually hurts us, and the terrorists are human too. Instead of trying to hurt other people, why don't they, come together and rally for research to be done, which it's already being done. But I mean, pump all this extra energy into hating what actually hurts us. Why don't we hate on that? Then we wouldn't have to hate each other. We'd be too preoccupied with hating on what actually does our fellow human beings harm, and even our pets. Pets get cancer, diseases. Why don't we hate on that? That's the message. Uh, that's what everybody should hate. We shouldn't hate each other or hate somebody. Hate what hurts us and go after it. Like Donald Trump said in his last speech, his State of the Union address, he said Americans should have the right to try experimental drugs and treatments for, well, he said terminally ill Americans. They should have the right to try. Well, inadvertently, he may have legalized marijuana as a experimental treatment for various diseases and disorders. And the crooked DEA, they're crooks because they failed to reschedule marijuana from a Schedule 1 to a Schedule 2. If they had done that, instead of making something remain illegal so they can have somebody to piss and shit on, why don't they get off their asses and make it a Schedule 2 where pharmaceutical companies and scientists can use experimental treatments, to help people in general? Why not let the scientists be able to do research? And the DEA, they're crooked. They were formed by the President Nixon, crooked Nixon. He started the DEA in this war on drugs. It's never going to be won. And many a cop can tell you that they've never end up having police altercations with somebody that just smokes marijuana. Not marijuana that's laced. I'm talking about just plain marijuana as opposed to alcohol. We need to get out there, tell the fucking crooked FDA that they need to reschedule marijuana so at the very least people, scientists can work on experiments and treatments for various disorders. It might even help ease the opiate epidemic. But I think the crooked DEA likes the opiate epidemic because it gives them power to go after doctors and pain management clinics and really shit on somebody. They like the opiate epidemic. The reason they like marijuana to be a Schedule 1 substance because they want to have somebody they can shit on and go after and arrest. That's their job security. But, you know, and this message was about hate. Well, we need to hate criminals like the DEA and diseases and stuff that the DEA hinders or is hindering valuable medical research for marijuana. I mean, so people can fight what I said we should hate, and that's mainly diseases, but we should also hate and talk to Congress and the president to push the DEA to reclassify marijuana, and that in and of itself might help fight the opioid epidemic that hurts many Americans and kills many every year. Every year people are dying because the crooked DEA basically allows it to happen. You know, why don't they get off their asses and, you know, reschedule marijuana, for instance, for treatment so people have the right to try. I hope this message gets out to the right people. Remember, the thing is we shouldn't hate each other, but the DEA, you know, is hindering treatments, potential valuable treatments for people that should have the right to try and be, you know, given experimental treatments that may help them and curb this opiate epidemic that also we should hate because it kills us, it kills our loved ones. That's, you know, we need to put our hate toward something that's going to benefit all people of the world, not just one particular class of people or whatever. You know, we need to fight diseases and hospice treatment. You know, I'm not saying that a lung cancer patient should smoke marijuana, because why would somebody smoke anything when they've got cancer of the lungs? But marijuana can be given in edible form and other forms. And I'd also like to say that the drug Marinol, remember that, Marinol is a legal drug and is a synthetic THC for cancer patients. Well, if they can use synthetic THC, why can't they use the real thing? So let's get off our asses and let's help not make America great again. Let's make the world great again. Thank you.